I'm Conrad Sewell, and you're watching the AU Review.
Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome back to Australia. You've been busy over in America over the last couple of months.
I have been, yes.
South by Southwest. I got to see you at the Spotify house just before you.
Oh, you did?
Before you darted off back
awesome.
to LA and back here. What were your experiences like at the? You were there just before the kind of the music stuff.
Yeah, we kind of had to squeeze in a little bit because we were shooting a video and we had to get back here for the tour. So it was great though. The Spotify house was awesome. I'd never been there before, so it was it was like a little mini festival, I thought, and the crowd seemed to really enjoy our set, and I loved Texas. There was such a great vibe, even though it was at the beginning of the festival. Got some great barbecue, some great music. Couldn't ask for much more.
The food in Texas is amazing, isn't it?
It was awesome. Yeah, we went in a little too hard on the Franklins and the Stubbs, but it was great.
You fit in a couple of the quintessential
I did, yeah. I've got a Franklin's t-shirt actually as well, so
cool.
I was happy about that.
Still haven't made it out to Franklin's. It's always the line's too long and we end up at In-N-Out Burger or something.
Yeah. It's just as good.
Just as good. Very different.
Very different.
Different sort of good. So when I saw you there, so you were jumping between the keyboard and the guitar and the vocals, and you had the band, and then you didn't have the band, and you're a busy man on stage, I guess is what I'm getting to. How does what I saw kind of at South by compare to what you're doing on tour in Australia at the moment?
Well, with the Ed Sheeran tour, we actually had to strip everything right back. And like I do like to move around on stage a lot, so I actually brought a piano player with me, and he's just played, and we just sort of set up just like that, and I just, delivered the songs just vocally. So it was nice to strip everything back. Ed obviously just plays with an acoustic guitar and a loop pedal, so we kind of had to strip it back. But definitely looking forward to getting the full band shows playing, so I can jump on the keys and play a bit, and move around a bit, and also have the energy of a whole band on stage. Because a lot of the songs need that, as much as they sound cool stripped down. It's really nice to have some face melting guitar solos and some drums driving it along.
So even in these big these indoor stadium shows, Ed's just still up there, just him.
Yeah, and it fills the room, because the bass when he fires that loop pedal up, it's loud, and they're just great songs. You know what I mean? So Bob Dylan did it, so I feel like no one's really stood up there with just an acoustic guitar since him, and Ed does it in a really cool way. It feels like you're at a hip-hop concert sometimes, but then can also feel like you're being serenaded by the most beautiful, soulful singer in the world. So, I love it. I wasn't over the show, and I'd seen it many times.
And how are you finding that you're resonating with the crowds? For a lot of people, this will be the first time. They might know one song without realizing it, but I imagine that for a lot of people, this is their first, exposure to you, since you've spent so much time overseas.
No, definitely, yeah. It was. I think we're very new to this country, and I think the reaction was amazing. The fan base is growing so fast, and these people are coming up to me after shows. We sold out of all of our CDs that we took on the road, and I think one thing about me as an artist, I think I really, I love to play live, and I love to connect with an audience. And being the support act for Ed, it was a challenge, because you've got to win everyone over, and but I feel like we did that, and I feel like we got a really great response from the Australian public, and I can't wait to do more.
What are your plans for the future? Will you, with the end of these shows, are you going back to LA? Yeah,
I'm going back to LA to play Coachella, and then I'm going to New York, and then I'm going to Europe to tour for a bit, and then I will be, hopefully coming back here towards the end of the year, and I don't have anything to that I'm allowed to say yet, but there's definitely some plans in the work, and an album to come in the future, and yeah, just riding the roller coaster and trying to keep it going.
Let's talk a little bit about future music, not the festival, your future music. It's a very different topic. With your future music, with an album in the future, how is what you're doing in the live setting kind of shaping what's going to come next, with your experiences with the band, with your experiences playing solo, and so on? Yeah,
I think what's to come is there's two different sides to what I do, and I'm trying to keep them both, in the sound and on these records. And one is a bit more rhythmic and a bit more, say Michael Jackson and Justin Timberlake inspired in the R&B side of things. And then the other is keeping the singer-songwriterness of of it there, and being able to strip back and have those big piano ballads and those moments on just an acoustic guitar and try and and the record really is coming together so it has both of those flavors on it, which is something I haven't heard in a while. So it's quite versatile. So I'm personally an artist that listens to Elton John and then flips to a Kanye West record. So if I can have something that has the soulfulness in the lyric that an Elton song has, and then have the danciness and the rhythmic side that a Michael Jackson record have, then I'm going to be really happy. And I think we've managed to do that with what I've been writing, and we'll see. But I think it's going to be something that people can listen to and not have to flip CDs in and out, because they're going to get a bit of everything.
And as we say that you're new to a lot of people, let's not mince words. You've been doing this for a long time now. You've been in other projects. You've been traveling, living overseas. How much has your experiences up to now shaped kind of that approach as well? Shaped that kind of this is how I'm going to do it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, I've been doing this for a long time, and I've had some success, but I just know that it's all about the music at the end of the day and the quality of it. So, I'm not getting ahead of myself at all. I'm just trying to, continue to write better and better music and work and collaborate with people, better people. And, I'm very much, humbled that I'm here where I am, and, I'm just going to continue to try and make great music for people.
And how important has collaboration been, especially in a place like LA?
For me personally, I love co-writing songs because, I write a lot by myself, but I find I write better when I'm playing with some, when I'm doing it with someone who is, as or more talented than me in one field or another, whether that be on this instrument or, lyrically. So collaborating, I think, makes you a better songwriter. I think it makes you a better musician, and I think if anyone who doesn't do it is missing out, because it's going to make them better. And I'm not saying that everyone has to do it, but personally I find I really enjoy it, and I've been lucky enough to collaborate with some great people on this record, so it's cool.
Anyone on your bucket list that still hope to get to one day? Going to something like Coachella is a good opportunity to wave in front of a few famous faces.
Definitely. I mean, I'd love to collaborate with Drake or Kanye West on something. I'd like to work with Rick Rubin, and yeah, just I mean, for me, massively with hip hop, I love hip hop. I grew up listening to a lot of it, so to get to sing on some hooks for people that I really love, that would be cool.
Awesome. Well, mate, wish you all the best of luck. Glad the tour's gone well. And
appreciate it, man.
Enjoy Coachella. It's going to be terrible, obviously.
It's going to suck. I really don't want to go, but I have to.
Poor thing. Well, enjoy it. And thanks for taking the time to
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.